Chizuk from the Parsha, Erev Shabbos Kodesh, Parshas Viחי, Shabbos Chizuk. The big Guan, Reb Moshe Feinstein, Zeichet Tzadik Levruche, the Pesach Gadol, was once at a Mesibbe, I don't know if it was a bris or whatever it was, and they served milchiks, dairy food, and there was 2 bottles of milk. In those days, when Chalav Yisrael was still a very, very rare, it was very hard and difficult to get. In kashrus in those days was Mesiras Nefesh Mamash. And Reb Moshe there were 2 bottles of milk over there, and Reb Moshe picked up one of them, and he right away put it on, and he took the other bottle of milk, and poured himself to the coffee that he made. And everybody around that saw that Reb Moshe picked up the bottle and put it aside, immediately knew that Reb Moshe probably has an issue with the action, probably. And although there weren't WhatsApps in those days, it didn't go viral like crazy like today, but to bury somebody was very easy those days too. And immediately went out a rumor, Reb Moshe touched the milk and he put it down, and he took the other bottle. That's a siman that this company, Reb Moshe is not soymech on that. Let's do the other company. And every grocery heard about it, and all the chusha v'shtiba heard about it, and obviously everybody was makpid to buy only the company B. Company A is not good, Reb Moshe doesn't drink it. And the rumor went out worse and worse. You know how our story goes. And the company started seeing huge decreases in their orders, and they lost a lot of money. They started investigating what happened, and the story came that Reb Moshe did it. Reb Moshe is the one who is at fault. And obviously they immediately called Reb Moshe, did they want to come up for an appointment, and they came up. And they said to Reb Moshe, what's wrong with our kashrus? You know, we're doing everything lemahadrin and amahadrin. And Reb Moshe said, I remember the story. He was heartbroken what happened. He said, I picked up the bottle of milk. Those who remember in those days, the milk bottles were from cardboard. You couldn't, it wasn't see, it wasn't opaque. It wasn't transparent. It was opaque, I'm sorry. You couldn't, it was transparent, you couldn't look in. Reb Moshe picked it up and it felt it's empty. And picked up the other bottle, and everybody made an assumption that Reb Moshe is not saying Chakasha. Reb Moshe made very clear to let everybody know that that's not true, till the company, Baruch Hashem, went back on the feet. We are standing now in Parshas Viחי. 6 Parshas the Torah is talking about Yaakov, Avinu, Yosef HaTzadik. In the entire 6 Parshas, if you look, there's a picture that we see, but we don't see the entire picture. Passes by a week, and the picture clarifies more and more and more and more. Yosef HaTzadik tells his brothers, Atam chashavtem leru, you thought, you meant maybe bad, alakim chashuv l'toeva. So many times between us and friends, Banudim l'chavayro and Banudim l'mukim, we see things and we think it's bad. This Parshas teaches us, look with the right vision. When you're going to look at, when you want to see good, you're going to see good. When you want to see bad, you will see bad. Last week's Parsha, Yaakov Avinu tells Pare, Me'at v'roim oyu shnei yimei chayei. Little and bad was my lifetime. This week's Parsha, Yaakov Avinu says, Amalach hagoya lo esim b'kol ru. How does these two go together? Isn't this contradicting? But this is the lesson. What I thought last week is bad, this week I see Amalach hagoya lo esim b'kol ru. So many times in our lifetime, we see bad, and just an hour later, a week later, a year later, or may never. Parsha Zistuma. We may never see the entire picture, but you should know it's a malach hagoy loisi mikol ru. Hagitn Shabbos chazak chazak v'nis chazek.